The Kensei in For Honor is a very good and beginner-friendly hero, but not many players in For Honor understand Kensei's entire kit. Stick around with me as I go over the Kensei's moveset, tips that can also help you when playing with Kensei, and combos, and talk about Kensei's feats and gear perks that will help you in For Honor. Let's get to it. Alright, to start off, let's go ahead and go over Kensei's lights. So, Kensei's lights, top lights. Top lights deal 12 damage for top light, chain top light deals 13 damage, and chain top finisher light deals 15 damage. For both lights on the sides, they do 12 damage for the first light, second light deals 13 damage, and the third light deals 14 damage as the finisher light on both right and left. And they do cost 9 stamina. And the finisher light does have hype armor as well. The top lights and side lights are really good for extending offensive pressure with the Kensei. The speed for all the lights, including the sides, are 500 milliseconds. The speed of the lights are alright. They are not that bad to react or read to, but they are good for poking when playing with the Kensei. Both finishers, top and side lights, have a 1 damage difference. Top light finisher is 15, while the side light finisher is 14. If you want a little bit more damage, then go for the top light finisher. I know it may not be a lot, but the little things definitely matter, especially in For Honor. Any error will cost you big time. The finisher light also has hyper armor properties to them. This can help you in anti-gank situations with Kensei sometimes. It's just hyper armor for the lights will make it more comfortable to play with Kensei in 44. Moving on to the top heavies. Top heavy deals 24 damage, top chain heavy deals around 29 damage, and the top chain finisher heavy deals around 32 damage, is it unblockable as well. Now for the sides, the side heavy on both right and left, first heavy deals 27 damage, second chain heavy deals around 25 damage, and then for the final heavy, which is the finisher heavy, deals around 30 damage, and this is on both right and left, so they're both the same on both the sides, right and left. The heavies for Kensei are not that bad. Top heavy opener deals 24 damage and has a speed of 800 ms, and the stamina usage is 12. Chain top heavy deals 29 damage and has a speed of 900 ms, so it is slower than the opener heavy and has a stamina usage of 12 and is soft faintable, but we will get into that later. The top heavy finisher is an unblockable that deals 32 damage and has a speed of 1100 ms, and the stamina usage is 12. This heavy isn't really that bad. It's really good for pressure, honestly, and you can soft feint this attack with different attacks as well and go for options. I'll talk about more of that later in the video though. The side heavies are good too for Kensei, but really good in 4s. Kensei side heavy opener deals 27 damage and has a speed of 900 ms, and the stamina usage is 12. Kensei side heavy chain deals 25 damage and has a speed of 800 ms, and stamina usage is also 12. Kensei side heavy finisher deals 30 damage and has a speed of 800 ms and costs 12 stamina. The only thing about this attack is that it has hype armor for the finisher. It has hype armor at the end, and it can be very efficient in 4s when taking on heroes that are annoying like Hatun or Shigoki to an extent. Not Arakuri though. This punching fighter lady hurts sometimes. Anyway, Kensei can use the side heavies as a way to counter those that have a deflect or anyone that just throws out attacks left and right. Better to use them in 4s to get those sweet anti-gank clips. And what you can do is that you can soft feint your attacks into different attacks. As you saw right there, I did my chain top heavy and I went for a chain right heavy instead of going for the finisher heavy. And you can do this with your lights and heavies and everything. So if I did this, I went for my chain left heavy, I could chain it, soft feint it, chain it into a left heavy, like go for light, top, chain here, I go for side into top heavy, and then go for the other side, mainly soft feinting it into the other side and everything. Soft feinting with these attacks can make Kensei very deadly, and it can also give you more mix-up potential and make it hard for the enemy to read you. You can do this with the unblockable finisher too, and go for different heavies or lights, side lights that is, and they have hyper armor properties to them as well. Now we have the pommel strike. The pommel strike is mainly an opener. You press the guard break or X to do the pommel strike, and you can go for a light right after. If you connect it onto your opponent, you can go with the unblockable finisher, or you can go for the heavies on the sides. You can go with whatever you want to. As long as you're able to get some damage in and everything, you're pretty much fine. The only downside with this attack is that it is readable as well. So if they see that coming, So if the opponent sees the attack coming and you throw a light after, they will instantly parry that attack. So you got to be careful. Even with some heavies, still parry them. It all depends on the opponent that you fight, if they read the move that you're going to be throwing out next. So if you throw out a light attack, you're going to get a light parry. If you throw out a heavy attack, you're going to get heavy parry. It's the same thing. Now, of course, you can do nothing if you want to, but then you won't be getting any damage. So, and how you do the pommel strike, you go for top heavy and you press X, which is mainly a guard break. You'll be able to get this strike and everything, which is pommel strike. Kensei's pommel strike is pretty good, as it's best for opening up and dealing damage, and on miss you can follow up with the chain heavy or light attack. Now if you do that, you got to be careful. There's a chance you'll get parried by the light or heavy attack, so be careful when trying to do that. You can also connect the pommel strike into a light and go for an unblockable top heavy finisher to do a lot of damage, or you can go for the guard break or soft fate in the guard break to do options. You can also use the pommel strike and chains as a way to mix your opponent up and be aggressive with the attacks too, with different combos. Next we have Kensei's dodge attacks. So we got Helm Splitter, which is mainly Kensei's front forward dodge light attack. Deals around 14 damage, not bad of a light attack. Then you have Kensei's Nature's Wrath, which is the front forward heavy, and it has hyper armor to it, and deals around 22 damage. Then you also have Kensei's infamous Swift Strike, which is honestly a funny looking side dodge heavy attack that is really cool, but also spam worthy too. So it deals around 16 damage on both right and left. Don't try to spam it if you're playing as Kensei. Just really be mindful with this attack and everything. Kensei also has Grasping Pounce, where you do a front forward guard break. That's all it is, a front forward guard break, and you get yourself a heavy. The dodge attacks can be effective, but still spammy for the individual that hates spam. Kensei's Helm Splitter is a front forward dodge light attack that deals 14 damage and has a speed of 500 ms, and it has an enhanced light attack. And it's really good for poking and continuing damage too, and good for mix-ups, and it looks smooth when you combine it with another move. Kensei also has Nature's Wrath, which is a front forward dodge heavy attack that deals 22 damage and has a speed of 800 ms, and the stam usage is 12. It's not too useless since it has hyper armor, but it's very freaking memey. I will say that though. Kensei also has his infamous Swift Strike. Oh boy, the amount of times I get hit with this move and then the minion, I should really quit the game at this point, man. The Swift Strike deals around 16 damage in both right and left sides, and it is light parryable, and has a speed of 600 ms, so it's easy to see coming, and the hit stun for this move is high. It's very good for just punishing whiffed attacks made by the enemy. That's what the Swift Strike is useful for, and it's also good for controlling the fight sometimes in team fights and getting your mix-ups out as well. Now we got Kensei's Zone. Kensei's Zone does 2 attacks. First attack deals 13 damage, second attack deals 16 damage on the left side. It's not a bad attack. It's a really good zone. It's good for crowd controlling and just sustaining space for yourself. And it's also good for clearing minions too. So you pretty much can capture objectives with this zone. Pretty much be where all the minion lane is. So you can capture minion lane and you'll be able to just sustain yourself in team fights as well. So if you got like 3 people around you, and you don't want them to be like all up close to you and everything, use the zone as a way to just get them away. But you also have to be careful. This zone is very easy to see coming. It is very parryable, and you can feint the zone, the first heavy zone here, and you don't have to go for the second. You don't have to let the second zone fly at all. I really wouldn't recommend it unless you want to be ballsy and just let it fly. That's up to you though. Alright, next we have Kensei's Repost, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is what it looks like. That's pretty much what the repost is. Now, if you're doing like top here, I would recommend you go for a GB afterward. You can just deflect your way into like an attack or whatnot. So you can go for the Swift Strike, you can go for the GB on top. That's what I would recommend. But you really want to go for them Swift Strikes, because the Swift Strikes are unblockable here in this like repost and whatnot. And I'm glad that they are unblockable. It just makes Kensei a bit more deadly and everything, and plus they won't be able to like block that or anything. But for the top heavy repost, I would recommend you guys to go for GB. But for the sides and everything, just go for the Swift Strike. And also it just makes it look cooler too. Next, I want to go ahead and just show you guys a little bit of combos on what I usually do in game with Kensei. Now, this is what I really would do in 4v4s and whatnot. Now, ones, I have to take my time and everything because everyone will read anything and they'll just mix it up and do it differently. But this is what I usually do. In 4s, I like to go for front forward Helm Splitter into the unblockable, into a GB, and go for heavy. A little basic combo right there. I like to do a little bit. I like to use this a lot. Reason why is because they either have two options. They either dodge or parry it. If they don't parry this attack, they're gonna take that damage. And if they do dodge and everything, I'm just gonna pretty much go for a GB, and I'm gonna call it a day right there. Now I won't hard feint, but I'll sometimes soft feint the GB. I'll just soft feint it from this unblockable to be able to get it out faster. This is like something that I would do if I'm trying to sustain myself and just get more distance from my opponent. So I'll go for the zone first, and then go for Helm Splitter into the light, the soft feint chain light. I'll sometimes do that. I'll sometimes use those soft feint chain lights into my kit and whatnot. I'll just be able to do some damage, just a little poking damage and everything. That's pretty much what I would do here with this combo. It's just a little bit of poking. Nothing too bad, honestly. I just want to be able to just poke and do a little bit of damage and sustain myself, and just be able to like create distance and not have the enemy close to me in a way. That's pretty much what this combo is pretty much for. Just pretty much after the unblockable, go for that chain left light or chain right light. It's really up to you. Next combo here is all about using the chain soft feints. Now, the chain soft feints are honestly really good. The heavy chain soft feints are really good. These are really good for catching people off guard a lot. I have caught a lot of people off guard using these chain left and right heavies and everything, dude. Now, if you want to have like a good combo, a decent combo mix up here, so you will want to have zone in the Helm Splitter and go for the soft feint into chain right heavy or chain left heavy from the unblockable finisher. You want to do that. You really would want to do that. Those are like two heavies that I would recommend you guys to go for, and they're really good. They are really good. I enjoy using these a lot, and you can hard feint them if you want to. To go for a GB, you have options. You can go for a GB or let it fly. Those are your two options that you want to go for. And plus, it's an unblockable as well, so if they throw an attack out, they're gonna eat that damage. If they just throw an attack out or just dodge and everything, then I'll just hard feint in a GB. Now, this next one is like using the pommel strike in your mix-ups. So you can start off the pommel strike if you want to with the opener. You can always do that. But for me, I like to do this mix-up: Helm Splitter into the pommel strike from the unblockable and go for the unblockable again. I like to do that. I like to do that sometimes. Now, will it get parried? Maybe it might get parried, or heck, they might take the damage. Or if they don't take the damage and everything, then I'll just GB that. Or if they don't like take the damage and they dodge, then I'm just gonna GB. Options again. There's a little bit of options. There's always the little things that you gotta see. You have options to either just let the heavy fly or to just guard break if they tend to dodge, if they're very dodgy or whatnot. It's all about patterns and what the opponent's doing. But for that mix-up, that's pretty much what I want to try and just get out, is to like see if they'll dodge or if they'll just sit there and take it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so if you're playing with Kensei in 4v4s, I'm going to show you guys my feats on what I usually take. Now, this is for Dominion and Breach. I take these feats for Dominion and Breach, and they help me a lot. And they help me out a lot, so if you want to be able to take these, then continue to watch this video and make sure to subscribe for more. But let's go ahead and get right into this. For the first one, I'm taking Fast Recovery. This is a passive. Stamina regenerates faster. I want to be able to get my stamina back faster. That's why I'm taking Fast Recovery whenever I'm playing with Kensei in 4v4s. Tier 2 is for Chill and Stare. Now, for Tier 2, I'm taking Chill and Stare. It lowers the defense of nearby enemies. Any nearby enemy that's within the AoE of that Chill and Stare and everything, when you throw that out, they'll take like 15% more damage and everything. So yeah, a most definite take feat right here is take Chill and Stare. This will help you out a lot, even in anti-gank scenarios. It'll help you out a lot. Now for Tier 3, I'm taking Longbow. You fire a longbow for moderate damage. I wouldn't say moderate damage. It's more like a lot of damage, dog. Like, I don't even know if that's moderate damage. It does like a lot of damage. Like, I don't know what they be saying about moderate damage. Now, if you do that plus Chill and Stare, I don't know if Chill and Stare stacks with the longbow. I tried it. I mean, nothing really changed as much, but it's not bad. It's not bad to take. It's just good if you want to be more DPS oriented with Kensei, and I want to be able to do more damage to my opponent, and I want to be able to kill my opponent if they are just in my way and everything. That's why I'm taking Longbow. Now for Tier 4, this is where the magic is, okay? For Tier 4, ladies and gentlemen, so stay with me. Tier 4, I'm taking Star Wars Banner. The reason why I'm taking Star Wars Banner is because nearby allies will continuously regain health within that vicinity of the Star Wars Banner. And I want to be able to help my teammates survive and everything. I don't want them to die out or anything. I want to be able to survive on my own. And I want to be able to help my allies survive too, and be able to get health and regain that health and everything. So That's why I'm taking Stalwart Banner. Not a bad feat, really good for just being able to help your allies stay alive and everything, and to be able to control the fight. If you're playing in Dominion and you're in Breaking Point overtime, you want to throw this down to be able to just stay alive with you and your teammates while you're fighting it out and everything. Or if you're in Breach, if you're on the defending side, I think it is, with the commander, you can throw this down and the commander will also get health back too. So this is good if you're playing with Kensei on defense. Take the Stalwart Banner to be able to just help heal your allies and everything. That's what I would recommend you guys for the Stalwart Banner. But yeah, these are all the feats that I take, and they help me out in 44 a lot. Now I'm going to go ahead and just go over all the feats that Kensei does have. Now for other tier 1 feats, Kensei has Body Count and Iron Lungs. For other tier 2 feats, Kensei has Inspire and Smoke Bomb. For tier 3, Kensei has Second Wind and also Steadfast. And for tier 4, Kensei also has Arrow Storm, which is also good for just taking down minions in minion lane and whatnot if you want to get them out the way. And Unblockable, which is kind of good, but is only good for situations. If the opponent just does not like parry any attack, then you can like use Unblockable if they're not good at parrying, but it's 50-50. I'd rather just take Stalwart Banner just to survive. But yeah, these are the feats. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about these, like this feat lineup that I have right here for the feats that I take for Dominion and for Breach and 44s and etc. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and go over Kensei's Gearperks. Let's do it. For the first one, Kensei has Shields Up. When revived, receive a temporary plus 25 health shield. For the second one, it's Aegis. All shields received are increased by 20%. For the third one is Devour. Upon execution, heal an additional plus 10 health. For the fourth one is Endurance. When gaining a renown level, receive 3% stamina cost reduction. For the fifth one is Survival Instinct. When in critical health, gain 25% stamina cost reduction. And for the sixth one is Headhunter. For each unique player / bot hero executed, it increases the health by 4. And for the final one is Fresh Focus. When out of stamina, counter guard breaks, blocks, and parries, regenerate 20% stamina. I'm going to tell y'all right now, with these gear perks, I've been thinking like, I think Devour would honestly be really good for you guys. I would recommend that one if you can get Devour. I would also say Shields Up would be really good as well. Of course, when you're just getting revived and whatnot, you receive the 25 health shield. I'm fine with that. Aegis is also good to an extent. All shields received they're increased by 20%, but it just depends, honestly. I wouldn't say it's the best one. I would also say Fresh Focus. Fresh Focus is also okay. I would say Fresh Focus would honestly be really good for you guys as well. When out of stamina, counter guard breaks, blocks, and parries, they regenerate 20% stamina. So since you're going to be using Kensei a little bit with the guard breaks and blocking and also parrying a little bit with this character, because you'll be using a little bit more in your kit, so you'll regenerate 20% stamina back and everything. So I would recommend you guys go for Fresh Focus, Devour, and I would also say Aegis as well. Now Aegis is up to you if you want to take that one, but I would just say Fresh Focus, Devour, Aegis. Want to go Shields Up, you can go with that as well. It's up to you, honestly, but those are just 3 that I would recommend: Fresh Focus, Devour, and Aegis. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the Kensei, and I hope you guys understood the Kensei and For Honor in 2026. Yes, 2026. I know I haven't done guides in a little while, so yeah, I do apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. I've been having troubles with my PC a little bit. Like, the performance whenever I'm editing has been just very bad. So I've been having a hard time trying to edit my videos and trying to get them done on time and everything. And also I've just been very busy for like the past couple of weeks and so on. I'm still very busy now, just with work and life and everything going on. It's been up and down here, just for me doing YouTube and content creation. So I do apologize in advance, ladies and gentlemen, and I do hope you guys bearing with me that I am going to continue to do my best to make the best content as possible. And I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys for your support and everything. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you guys think about the Kensei. Let me know in the comments down below, and also subscribe to join the Raptor community today, and leave a like and also hype up the video to help push this video out there. But yeah, guys, as always, I am the TheGamingRaptor. Take care of yourselves, guys, and stay safe. Peace, guys.